Hey class, this is a quick video to talk you through what the requirements are for your Build a School Evidence Organizer for assignment number 16. In Schoology, you'll notice that the attachment is included. Your goal for this assignment is to find at least one piece of evidence to support at least 3 of your ideas for improving middle school, and your submission for this is going to be your organizer attached here with at least 3 of your ideas filled out with 1 or more pieces of evidence. So you'll see shortly that there's room enough for 2 pieces of support for each idea, but I'm only asking that you have 1 for each, but you do need to have 3 ideas filled out. So you would open this up in Notability. I already have it up here. At the beginning, I give sort of a little rundown again of what I just told you. The new information in here is that while you're searching, you may find that some of your ideas are going to change, and that's perfectly fine. Part of the writing process is being flexible if you get new evidence that changes your opinion and changes your idea. So go back and change it and adjust it so that it's actually accurate and supported by the evidence. The other thing that may happen is you may find that you've got an idea that is way too big and you're having a really hard time finding evidence for it. So what may be helpful is to split that up into 2 smaller ideas that you can back up individually. And on the flip side of that, perhaps you've got two small ideas, that is, and you need to combine them into one big idea because you just can't find enough for it. Those types of things will happen, and that's okay. That's why I'm asking you to try to come into this with 3 or 5 different ideas in case one of them you've got to throw out or you have to combine. So that is important, though. If you have not completed at least 3 solid ideas from the previous brainstorming assignment, you need to go back and complete that because this is not going to be possible for you to do unless you've got some solid ideas coming into this assignment. So let's go through a little bit about what you need to do here. So you'll notice that I've got my first idea written down here. So going off of my example of Burger and Bun, my famous hamburger restaurant, again, you are not doing hamburgers, you are doing middle school, just to be perfectly clear. But I am showing you my example here so that you can see that. So this was my first idea that I had when I was brainstorming how to make a better restaurant. I came up with this idea that a lot of burger restaurants have gotten lazy and too comfortable with their popularity, that they are creating subpar burgers that just don't taste good. Okay, so that is my idea. That's my claim here. This is what I'm trying to prove. So in order to do that, though, I'm going to need to find support. I'm going to need to find a quote. Luckily, I have one up here. I found an article here from Fortune magazine where the headline is "Burgers Crushed Grilled Chicken in 2014 Sandwich Wars." Great title there. So when I see here that I've got this quote that I'm going to use, let's go ahead and see if I can actually, whoops. This is an article about Shake Shack, not important, but you should definitely read it. Shake Shack if you can, it's very good. Cool. All right, so trying to highlight this, we'll see if it wants to cooperate. Close enough. Copy. All right, so you're going to copy your quote, and then let's go ahead and put a text box in here. Let's resize that so that it will actually work. And then just paste your quote. The other thing that you're going to want to do is make sure that you include the source here. Make sure that you include the title and the author so that you can come back and find it and give credit where credit is due when the time comes. So I'm going to write down Fortune magazine as the title of the publication. The author's name is Phil Waba, and the article title was something silly about sandwich wars. Burgers Crushed Grilled Chicken. Let's see if it'll be easier for me to copy than it is to memorize. It looks like it is. Cool. All right, and then paste. Great. So you may need to do some resizing of the text box, or you may need to change the font size. That's okay. So now you see here I've got my idea and I've got this quote. It is going to take a lot of work on my end to turn this quote into support for my idea that modern burger restaurants have gotten lazy. So that's where the analysis is going to come in. I'm going to have to go in and explain why I think that this idea that burgers are popular and improving in popularity, why do I think that that's making burger restaurateurs lazy? Why do I think that they're getting too comfortable with their popularity? So that's where that explanation and analysis comes in, which we'll be dealing with in a future assignment. Once you're done with your first idea and you found a quote, maybe you want to dive in and find a different quote. Maybe there are 2 quotes from the same article. That's fine. Maybe you find another quote from another article and you can't decide which one's best. That's okay too. You'll notice that there are only room for 2 quotes. However, you can probably do some creative stuff with making the boxes and text really, really small if you want, and fit other stuff in. So you could probably make it as little as 6 or 7 and still be able to read it. You could fit a whole other quote in there, so you've got that option. Once you're done with your first idea, you'll move down to your second. You also have a third idea here. If you do have more, I've included another page or 2 here, so you've got room enough for 2 more ideas. So that's 3, 5, 7 total ideas that you can put on here, and also start including your support. So that's another option too if you run out of space and you want to spill over into new things. Remember that for this assignment, it can either be a direct quote or you can paraphrase. Paraphrasing is to put an idea into your own words, so if you feel more comfortable doing that, you're welcome to. And then as far as what you need to do for this submission, you need to have at least 1 piece of evidence to support 3 of your ideas. So if you've got more than 3, you can certainly do 5 or 6 or 7. However, at this point, you may want to think about which of these are my best ideas and how do I go about just proving those relatively few ideas with better evidence. That's about it. When you're done with this, you're going to submit it to assignment number 16 in Schoology. And at this time, that would be the final assignment as of today, which is Wednesday, the 20th. After Wednesday the 20th, see Schoology for assignment number 17 and beyond. Good luck. Thanks.